Leave the head office to me.
You'll be right at home in the middle of nowhere, and we'll probably never see each other again.
Help me! The company's in trouble. Come back right now! Huh?
What? Ex-girlfriend? So many calls.
My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in the business planning department of a confectionery chain store. Taking on a significant role, but giving it my all.
Keiichi, good luck with your job.
The one who is kind to me in any way is Kuzuha Yamashita, a general affairs manager. It didn't take me long to start dating her and get engaged. One day, just before the wedding, the president was suddenly hospitalized. While I was working anxiously, Mr. Shirai, the president's son, summoned me. I've got news for you. You're in charge of the branch in the neighboring prefecture. Its jurisdiction is only one tiny store. What an honorary transfer! What? It's too sudden! Even if it's sudden, it was decided by formal procedure.
Yes, your transfer is a definite decision.
Kuzuha? Why here?
Because Mr. Shirai and I are intimate.
I'm taking care of her every day, you know? No way! You're engaged to me, right?
Did I? Maybe you misunderstood.
Well, that's the deal. Leave the head office to me.
You'll be right at home in the middle of nowhere, and we'll probably never see each other again.
Why did this have to happen? I had not thought about changing jobs, so I agreed to be transferred to the Yamanonaka branch. The area surrounding the Yamanonaka branch is rural but touristy. There seems to be a demand for confectionery, but I wonder if I can devote myself to my job with these feelings. I headed to the office with hurt feelings, and then a beautiful woman appeared.
Are you an employee from the head office?
Yes, I am Keiichi Sato.
I am Nagisa Mikami. Nice to meet you.
She's a graceful, nice lady. She gestured for me to follow her into the office. It was a small place, but neatly organized, adorned with plants here and there.
I've been working here alone, so I've decorated the interior just the way I like it.
It's a relaxing space. I suppose the branch's affiliated stores are franchises too, but do they share a similar relaxed atmosphere?
The stores are set up according to the regulations by our patissier.
I see. As the person in charge, I'd like to check out the quality.
If you'd like, would you like to have a cake?
Immediately, Nagisa brought me a cake. When I ate it, it definitely tasted like our company's. The delicious cake helps my tense heart unwind. Despite all that happened, I like our company's confectionery. It's a tough time, but if I approach work with a positive mindset, doors might just start opening up for me. Huh? What is it?
Your eyes spark when you eat the cake. This cake is a hit with the tourists.
So, many of your customers are tourists? I want to expand our customer base by selling it in town, but I'm still trying to get a feel for the local scene.
Here's a map if you'd like.
Thanks. I see. There's plenty of room for store development.
Store development?
I mean, thinking about opening new stores. Let's get to work on sales right away. Will you help me, Nagisa?
I wonder if I could do it. I'm not good at talking with people.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, you've been quickly pulling up things like cakes and maps whenever needed, right? The important thing is to empathize with customers' concerns and find solutions. I think you're well suited to be my partner.
I'm flattered, but I'm a bit shy, so...
Your presence has a calming effect on me, you know?
Really? I also feel at home when I'm with you, Mr. Sato.
Whoa! Hey, what's my heart fluttering about? Thus, Nagisa and I started making a publicity plan together. The nearby rest area is a great location. Let's approach not only tourists, but also drivers.
Then I'll make an appointment with the person in charge.
After negotiations, we managed to secure the sales space. Also, putting effort into promotions to boost product awareness. I want to keep pushing forward with store development, but for that, I need to get approval from the head office. When I called the head office, a woman who used to be in the same department as me answered the phone.
Mr. Shirai has been in a good mood ever since you transferred.
Why is Mr. Shirai so concerned about me?
Isn't it jealousy? You used to be well treated by the president.
I don't get it. Feeling some type of way, but gotta do what I can for now. With my skills, work is a breeze. I'll show off my unique competence that sets me apart from Sato.
Aww, so cool, Mr. Shirai.
I skimmed through the documents here, so just go ahead and stamp them.
Yes, sir.
We got it! The application to open a new store has been approved.
Now we can move forward with our plans.
I thought Mr. Shirai might try to interfere, but thank God, that was unnecessary.
I wanted to thank you, Mr. Sato. I was in an administrative role, but I could take on the challenge of planning things to you. I'm truly grateful.
Likewise, there were various challenges and all at the head office, but I managed to push through, thanks to you, Nagisa.
I'm glad if I was of any help to you.
I always thought Nagisa was a beautiful person, from the start, but lately, she's been shining even more. By any chance, am I in love with her?
Mr. Sato, is everything okay?
Yes, totally fine. She's my important partner. I can't force my personal feelings on her. Not long after that, we opened a new store. We're pushing ahead with plans to further expand our sales channels.
The deal for opening a store in the large retail space went well, didn't it?
Yeah, it's going to get even busier from here on out. Oh, by the way, my phone was buzzing like crazy during the meeting. Just realized that. When I checked my phone, there was an insane number of missed calls. And the caller was... What? Kuzuha? Shocked by a sudden call from my ex after ages, I hesitantly listened to the voicemail.
Help me! Our company's in trouble. Come back soon, please.
What's with this voicemail? It didn't even get to the point.
Is something wrong?
My ex. I mean, the general manager at the head office.
What? Ex-girlfriend?
Oops. I mean, well...
Why are you stumbling over your words? Is it something you can't tell me? I don't care if you have an ex-girlfriend.
It's in the past, you know? Anyway, I'm getting a lot of calls from her. Check this out.
Wow, so many calls. Why did she... Is it possible that she still has feelings for you?
I don't think so.
But so many calls to you. Do you still have feelings for her, by any chance?
Not at all. The way we broke up was pretty rough, you know?
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
To be honest, not someone I really want to talk to. But it's work, so I can't just ignore it. I'll call her back. I called and Kuzuha answered right away.
It's a mess. Our company's social media is blowing up.
Blow up? What the heck happened?
We did a collaboration project with a popular manga, but it turns out the illustration was unauthorized and now it's trending. We might even get sued by the publisher.
Of course they would if you didn't ask for permission. You need to deal with this right away.
No one can handle it. That's why I'm calling you.
This is a real mess. But the drop in brand image affects everyone. Can't just let it slide. I took Nagisa to the head office. As expected, there was a big commotion in the office.
You're late! I was so worried.
I came all the way from the next prefecture in a hurry. But what's with the attitude? Anyway, who's in charge of the project?
I am.
Oh, Mr. Shirai, is it?
What's with the publishing company? They should be happy if a manga character appeared on the product packaging. We used it for promotion, and they repaid me like this? Turning kindness into a grudge?
Don't say nonsense. You didn't have their permission, right?
That's a totally misplaced anger.
The only way to handle this is to respond sincerely. Let's contact the publisher immediately. As for social media, could you follow my instructions, Nagisa?
You got it!
I immediately got in touch with the publisher, apologized for the oversight, proposed a voluntary recall of the product, suggested a settlement, and then pitched the idea of collaborating again. This time, we agreed to proceed with a collaborative project while working closely together.
Mr. Sato, social media has calmed down.
Thank you. Oh, good. It's settled. The consensus is that our company just got a bit too enthusiastic about the manga.
After this, you're going to launch a real collaboration project, right?
Yes, if we take the steps and pay respect to the manga, we should be able to minimize the negative impact.
You've got to be kidding!
Mr. Shirai, why are you mad? The problem is about to be solved, you know.
Why do you have to pay the settlement money like it's our fault?
Of course, it's because of our fault.
The image took a hit, sales dropped, and the way you're handling it is so pathetic. What are you talking about? Mr. Sato dealt with your mess, didn't he?
In the first place, it was Mr. Shirai who caused the problem of the unauthorized illustration collaboration. Because you go ahead and do things on your own, nobody expected you hadn't gotten permission.
Shut up! Anyway, it's not my fault.
It's no use. I just can't seem to get through to him. I was disappointed then. I heard the whole story. Mr. President, are you out of the hospital? Yes, I'm sorry for causing you concern.
Even during his hospitalization, I managed to provide internal updates as his secretary.
Sato, I've heard you've been smoothly progressing with new store openings, even at the new location. I believed in your capability, and sending you to the branch was definitely the right call. So you had high expectations from me then? Absolutely. You've lived up to my expectations splendidly. In contrast, this whole situation is on Shirai. It's his responsibility.
What? Dad, what are you talking about? It's not my fault.
No, you're the one who caused this mess. Your actions have been reported, of course. You should have handled the project more carefully.
You mean this collaboration project? I just followed what the consultant told me to do.
He said he only suggested it and didn't say to go ahead without approval. Looking at the rest of the reports, it seems you lack the awareness and capability expected from an employee.
And to make fun of Mr. Sato, who is achieving results.
You need to change your mind and relearn the basics of business.
No way!
And also, you too, Miss Ex-Girlfriend. What? What are you trying to say? I heard from Mr. Sato before we arrived here that you betrayed him. And yet, you only use him when you're in trouble. Huh! I thought Mr. Shirai was hotter than him. Then you were totally wrong. Mr. Sato is much more admirable.
That's right. I heard that Sato ended the engagement, but I didn't know it was because of your betrayal. You're Kuzuha Yamashita, right? I'll remember that.
Why does it have to be like this? Mr. Sato, you were recognized for your ability after all, weren't you?
Thank you. Now I finally feel refreshed and clear after this. Thanks to you, I'm completely over with Kuzuha too.
I just couldn't hold back and had to blurt it out.
Nagisa, thank you. After that, Mr. Shirai was reassigned to a customer service position in the quality assurance department.
Mr. Shirai, I've told you several times not to respond like that. I'll guide you thoroughly until you get the hang of the job.
Damn it! I keep getting told off. Why?
Feeling beaten down by the repeated reprimands, Mr. Shirai eventually decided to resign on his own. As for what happened to him afterward,
Ugh, so boring. Let's have a drink, Kuzuha.
Hey, when are you going to start working? Your dad doesn't pay for your living expenses, right?
You work. I do the housework.
What? You don't even do much housework.
But if you don't work, we won't have enough money to live on.
Are you going to be a kept man? Even though you're the president's son.
Keep up the good work for me, Kuzuha.
Ugh! How long do I have to keep supporting you?
at that time, Nagisa and I were talking with the president.
Sato and Mikami, thank you so much for your help this time.
How's your health?
I'm fine now. I feel like I've cheated death, seriously. Going through a serious illness made me realize how important my job is. I need to cherish outstanding employees like you in the future too.
He's truly a respected boss.
Nagisa,
You guys seem so close. It's like my wife and I back in our younger days.
What?
Haha, but I may have raised my son the wrong way. He seems to be living rough now. My son is not worthy of our company, personality-wise. He'll never come back to this company again.
are you sure?
Yes, to protect the company, I'm not wavering in my decision.
Mr. Sato, are you sure you didn't accept the offer to work at the head office?
No doubt. I want to live up to his expectations. But right now, there are things I can only do at the branch, you know.
Store development?
Yes, I have a multi-year plan. We need to get ready for the next store opening.
Mr. Sato, I'll be following you.
I'm counting on you. You're an important partner to me.
About that. I want to be your true partner, Mr. Sato. In every sense of the word.
What do you mean by in every sense of the word? You mean...
I'd like to spend time with you in your personal life as well.
Thank you. You've helped me and comfort me a lot too, Nagisa. I have feelings for you, Nagisa. I want you to keep watching over me from the closest distance possible from now on.
I'm so glad. I like you too, Mr. Sato.
From now on, we're taking a new step forward. As irreplaceable, the one and only partners for each other. Thank you for watching until the end.
Please subscribe to our channel